Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another reaction video here today, reacting to another episode, the final episode of The Walking Dead Dead City. Now, I've enjoyed The Walking Dead Dead City, honestly. I think the shorter episodes number has really helped it in cutting out a lot of filler. And I mean, I'm just a fan of Maggie and Negan, so I was obviously going to like it, I feel. Walking Dead wise, obviously I'll be back for Daryl Dixon in September. Rick has shown beyond that. We're here for this today. Now, so I just get into it, okay? We in the last episode with Jenny setting off the flare, which Negan saw is going to be heading towards, Maggie saw is going to be heading towards, and almost definitely the Croat saw and is going to be heading towards. So all-out war is almost upon us. So without further ado, let's just jump right into The Walking Dead Dead City episode 6, the finale. Doma Smo.
Maggie! What are you doing here? How the hell did you get here?
Aww. Negan assumes it's Maggie, obviously, but then hearing the whistle he taught her to do, the whistle his wife did to call him, knowing it's Jenny and seeing Jenny, just rushing to hug her, so many questions in his head, but, I mean, first of all, he's seen her, he must know how scared she must be here in this setting right now, especially he's lighting off a flare like that, and yeah, just a little reassuring hug. He's so dad, it's just lovely.
Jenny!
You know about this?
She just turned up at the arena. I think she just wanted to be with you. We gotta go.
I can't protect you and help Maggie. Her and I get her, so you stay with her people where you're safe. That was the whole goddamn point. I can take her back.
Aww. I mean, Pearlie and Negan really bonded, huh? Pearlie's like, you know what, Negan? Finish your mission with Maggie, and I will take your daughter figure back, okay? Maggie leaving a lot out of her explanation. But, aw, good on you, Pearlie, yeah. I mean, that almost definitely feels like it's going to end up with Maggie and Negan going off, and then towards the end of the episode, the Croat having Pearlie and Jenny again, and Pearlie probably sacrificing himself for her, but it's a lovely offer, we'll say that at least.
You're gonna go with him. He is good people. I am not who you think I am.
I want you to...
No. Now you want to chat?
Negan, don't lash out. Okay, I'll cry already. Negan, don't lash out, okay? She took time to trust you, and she missed you so much. To see you is finally starting to talk. Don't finish her sentence. She wants you to come with her, She wants to be with you, even if it's not safe, You're your dad figure. Come on, Negan. Like, come on.
I killed your dad. Not wanted for robbing. I killed 5 men. Your dad, he was wanted. That's why I tracked you down. You're just a debt that I hate to pay.
He doesn't mean it. I don't believe him. I think he's just trying to think of any way to make her leave, to keep her safe. And he knows the only way she'll leave him is if he says something and reveals something so irredeemable, and in his eyes at least to her. And I killed your dad. I mean, it's a pretty solid one, I give Negan that.
I got you. Come on.
Oh, and no time to be sad. I'll ponder about it, because, yeah, mission to do, He knows Jenny will hopefully be safe with Pearlie. He trusts him enough, at least. He's an officer. And back to the mission we go like nothing happened. Oh, Negan.
Time to go.
Honestly, I'm shocked they made it across. One of the most shocking parts about this series somehow is that, yeah, they just made it back across to the mainland, no problem. Fair enough, I guess.
What you did back there, it couldn't have been easy. You think the plan's gonna work?
Say this, he was surprisingly glad to see my ass. It's all our history. I have a feeling he and I may be able to work something out.
Very hopeful, Negan, Maggie, I don't know, seeing maybe a more human side to Negan, seeing him doing anything, willing to say anything to keep his daughter safe, relating to that a bit, especially with Herschel in danger, and feeling bad about dragging him into this in the first place, maybe as well. Yeah, oddly chipper. He really was oddly chipper to grow out to see Negan. I feel like it may be a bit too hopeful. I still don't know why they want him and his mother, Croat and Marmee figure, want Negan to help them turn this into a sanctuary, the whole island. I'm not fully sure of it, but And it's not really not going to be as easy as you think, me.
For me, it wasn't the Statue of Liberty, it was Macy's. After my mom got sick, she'd tell me stories about Santa. I used to daydream, walk into that Macy's, become best friends with Santa. He'd take my toys, I'd log, find a way to replace them.
Aww. So what you want about Negan? He is a master at making people open up to him at this point. You know, he got one Burley around pretty quickly. Maggie took a little more time, but look at this. We're getting childhood trauma out of the way with her. There is Macy's, the place she dreamed of going as a kid. You know, become besties with Santa. Don't all kids dream of it. Now look at the place she dreamed of going, in ruins. Rubble. No Santa, no magic, no toys, just nothing. Less than nothing, you know. Oh, God, seeing the Croat's car. Rushing to the roof to get a good look at it. I don't know what you got out of that. You just got it driving further and further down the street. I guess you get a general idea of where he's going. Then try and get a general idea of where he's keeping Herschel. I mean, yeah, fair enough. There's not much else you can do.
Where there's smoke, huh? Guess you were right all along. You were inside the sewers for Jenny. What do you think she was trying to tell me?
Maybe she knew that you'd be mad at her for coming. Just wanted to explain herself.
No, Maggie, come on. You're not telling the full story there. I know you've had a rough day, shall we say, you know. The Jenny incident, Tomas and... I've already forgot her name, but Tomas's lovely girlfriend, who were both in the sewers, the horror beyond human creation attacking you. You've had a rough day, but also at the same time, Maggie, don't be lying here. You know exactly what was up with Jenny. Yeah, Negan figuring out that, I mean, yeah, one look at Maggie, you can tell she's not being entirely truthful, shall we say. And yeah, the straight up strength contest, no offense, Maggie, but Negan does have you there. I guess the double knives could help you in that one. So glad you picked those up. Negan heading towards the cable cars. I don't know if anyone else watched Bird Box Barcelona since it came out, but making me think of that. I didn't expect cable cars in that, but a good movie. You should check it out if you like Bird Box. Yeah, I mean, Negan doesn't have to kill these walkers, obviously, but he's just got a lot of anger he wants to get out over a few things, so... I mean, these walkers are just collateral. You're in the wrong place, wrong time, guys.
God damn it, Maggie. We don't have to do this.
We really don't, for the love of God. Why are we getting ready for a knife fight up here on this small balcony over a see-through of zombies reaching up to try and grab us? We really don't have to do this, Maggie, for the love of God.
Stop!
Oh my God. Negan not want to do this, okay? Just let me go, Maggie. But Maggie, I mean, she needs Negan to trade for her son's life, so not in a rush to let him go. She got a good knife shot in him there. Damn, straight in the chest. Avoided all major organs, thankfully for Negan. Straight with the backhand. And then the big kick sends Maggie flying down, thankfully over the Sea of Walkers. But I mean, instead of being in the Sea of Walkers, she's just adjacent to it, so still not the best. And Negan's got a knife now.
Drop it. Here's what I'm thinking. The Croat never took your grain just for your kid. He wanted me.
Negan, you've cracked the code. I give you that one. Yeah, Maggie, fighting desperate, but Negan coming out on top there, and he is very much right. No, you're not killing her. He doesn't want to kill her. Okay, he's tired. Okay, he's not in the mood for killing Maggie. I think he just wants to get the hell off this island at this point.
The shit thing is, Maggie, we could have done it. Could have saved Herschel. Because you and I together make one hell of a badass team. But you know that, don't you? Maybe some part of you always wanted it to end this way.
Oh, I do fully agree with Negan there, okay? Him and Maggie, alone and formidable, together are an incredibly, as he put it, badass team. I fully believe they could have just stolen Herschel back if they just genuinely worked together. But I also think Negan's right that Maggie probably partially, at least in the back of her, had always wanted it to end this way. You know, she's been waiting for God knows how long, wanting revenge on Negan. Yeah, and convinced herself maybe at parts that, you know, she okay, she doesn't need it, but that voice in the back of her head, always wanting it to end just like this.
It doesn't matter how many apologies I offer. You can't get over it, and you shouldn't.
And there they are. The Croats men arrive. Yeah. Negan. A journey of self-discovery he's been on, you know. Accepting all the bad things he's done, and maybe he does deserve to be punished. Preparing for that. Just wanting Jenny to be safe. He knows Jenny's safe. Acknowledging, you know, all the bad things he did to Maggie, especially. He did to Glenn and Alexandria on the hillside and all of it. That he doesn't deserve her forgiveness, you know. It's not something he deserves. It's something he could maybe get someday, possibly, but he doesn't deserve it. It's not right. And, you know, if this is his penance, perhaps, for the bad things he done, maybe that's the way it has to be.
Hey!
No. Jenny leaving behind the shirt Negan gave her when he originally left her for her to go to the hillside. No. Oh, Jenny's hurting. I mean, yeah, after what Negan said, confessed about killing her father, not wanting any trace of him, piece of him, part of him, any reminder of him at all. Which understandable. But damn, it hurts still.
I just looked for you at the sanctuary. It was a husk. Found Jerome. Convinced him to talk. Story of the widow. Right away, I saw that you could help.
Croat monologuing. I think all this monologue's going to do now is convince Maggie that, you know, throughout this process she's seen a different side to Negan, and then seeing who the Croat is. And maybe, you know, seeing that all these years later and the Croat didn't change, he's still this psychopath, but Negan is definitely seeing signs that he has changed and become a different person, and maybe finally hearing what Negan said fully echoing in her mind, that if they just worked together as an actual bloody team, they could have got Harsha back and let's kick ass as the dream team. That's the fingers crossed, I guess. At least.
Thomas, why? When I saw you all alone, I thought to myself, lucky me, I get to have Negan and a child. Nah, it's okay. Easy now.
Okay, sorry. I wanted to Google Translate what he said there. Doma smoy. We are at home. Yeah, that's how he sees it, you know. This new place, Manhatten, is this new sanctuary. You know, his home, also Negan's home. You know, because he sees Negan, well, let's face it, he sees Negan as like a dad figure. Shocking with the ages, I know. But, you know, definitely some daddy problems with Negan there. Go along with his mummy problems with the other woman. Maggie really realising throughout this speech, though, I think that this guy cannot be trusted. And him saying, you know, oh no, kid, I not keep your son Negan enough. But, yeah, I don't think Maggie's going to trust this guy. Especially considering he still knows where she is.
Hey, just look after Jenny, will you? That's all I ask.
Yeah, Negan fully understanding why Maggie's done what she's done and why she's doing what she's doing, and thinking in part, you know, that he deserves after everything he did. As long as Jenny's safe, that would have mattered, you know. Even made Jenny hate him just to leave, so she would be safe off this island. You also just shout out Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Lauren Cohen. The acting just they do with their eyes throughout this, just the worry and concern, and the questioning you can see throughout Maggie's eyes throughout these scenes, but also Negan's eyes. You know, mainly just towards Maggie, like, are you serious with this? You hearing this guy? It's 10 out of 10. They've killed it the whole series, so just shout out.
How do we do this?
We both want the same thing.
Oh, just the relief on Maggie's face, finally seeing Herschel. Herschel, a whole bunch of emotions on that kid's face. Yeah, this is a simple transaction. I know what we both want here. Negan's, you know, pushing Maggie's hand down, just saying, you don't need this knife to my throat. Okay, you don't have to force me. I will willingly just walk myself over to him, send Herschel to you, and we will leave it, you know? Yeah, Negan just said, okay, I deserve this. Take your son.
It's good to see you, kid.
Maggie's face throughout that. A mix of looking at Negan and kind of reckoning with what she's done and if it was the right thing, but also seeing Herschel and the relief and the joy on her face, seeing her son and knowing her son's safe again, kind of saying, I did do the right thing, but then back to the reckoning, and mixed bag of emotions for Maggie, but mainly just, I'm sure, relieved to know that her son's okay. We're still stuck on Manhattan right now, but he's okay. Yeah. Pearlie, having been to Manhattan, having seen what the Croat does and how vicious he is, and the talks of Negan, and realizing, especially from his brother, that maybe people deserve second chances. Maybe it's not just good and bad. Maybe there's that grey area. And then returning to New Babylon here and seeing the way they did things, the way he did things, the hangings and everything, and thinking, maybe these people just needed that second chance like his brother did. Maybe they weren't just bad people out and out because they did a bad thing or a desperate thing. Maybe they were in that grey area. A lot of reckoning going on right now.
I tracked him down. Had a gun on him. He made a move to get away, and I shot him.
Got the son of a bitch!
Let him finish. Shame you had to shoot him, though.
As a marshal, I'm licensed to administer
No,
justice.
I know. It would have been nice to put him on display.
Yeah, I think Pearlie is going to be ready for a bit of reform in New Babylon, shall we say, Seeing the different side of Negan and bonding with him a little bit and seeing how much he cared about Jenny especially, and with the thoughts of the grey area now. And then here's the mayor and these other officers cheering at the thought of him executing Negan, shooting him. Well, just shooting him, but disappointed to not be able to hang him, I mean, Pearlie's mind absolutely... The clockworks are tinkering, shall we say. The gears are moving like, huh?
No, thank you, ma'am.
How are your girls, by the way? Marjorie, Bee, and Desi? Don't worry, we looked out for him. I should pay him a visit.
The two figures on display here, him turning down the cigarette and her immediately talking about his daughters, asking how they are. Kind of, I mean, it's a nice gesture to ask, but also it's just kind of a subtle threat as well, obviously. And then offering him a cigarette again and him taking it this time. But also thinking about his daughters and how much he loves them, and then seeing the stuff Negan did for Jenny, who wasn't even his blood daughter, but was like his daughter. Even more adding to it for Pearlie.
Gotta cure the lead at a temperature of 100 degrees. Well, what's the optimal way to keep that going? Central heating. I'd like you to tell me your story again. And this time, I want you to tell me all about the methane.
Yep, obviously Maya interested in the methane, this power source, this energy source. But I mean, Pearlie saw the kind of the cruelty and everything that went along with it. And, her obsession with it, maybe thinking of the Croat. Pearlie, again, a bit anti-government, shall we say, I think, in his head.
I can't begin to imagine what you went through. I hope that you know
It was fine.
that's because you're
All
brave.
we have to do back home is wait for the next bad thing to happen. If anything, I felt safer back there.
I mean, yeah, he's a teen. He's a teen. He's acting like a teen. You can see what he's saying, though, about feeling safer there. At the hillside, waiting for the bad guys to attack. But here, at least, when the bad guys have got you. And that's not even bad. The guys are going to attack and steal you for some reason. Nothing to worry about. Other than potential torture, but hey-ho.
There are not words to express how glad I am.
It seemed like you cared more about revenge.
What are you talking about?
It's like you're obsessed with Negan.
Herschel, I came for you.
I'm right here, but you don't see me. It's like my whole life you've been looking over my shoulder.
Oh, once again, normal teenage thing. I mean, well, not fully normal, but a general feeling. He is right, Maggie has always been, at least in the back of her mind, worried about Negan after what he did to Glenn. One of her priorities to keep Herschel safe, especially from Negan. You can see where he's coming from. He's just, he's at heart, he's just a scared kid, for the love of God.
Breathe to the leader like a rock star. What is a rock star without his microphone, Lucille? You offered that to me, but you also made me what I could become.
And God, is he reckoning with what you have become? Regretting all of it, I mean, yeah, Negan, especially Sanctuary mode Negan, was very rock star. The mention of Lucille as well, his weapon, he inflicted so much harm that he put his wife's name on, for Christ's sake. Negan, not happy, thinking about, he doesn't want to think about this, his past, You know, all the bad things he does, he doesn't want to be reminded of it. He regrets it. He regrets doing the bad things, not keeping his people safe, but he regrets doing it. And he really regrets making this guy.
You show me how to do it right. And I looked around and I saw what you told me. I'd see complete and total submission. Untouchable.
Yeah. Negan, especially I've seen the pain, but you know, the group with Tomas and that were all put through, and hearing this, and you know, once again being reminded of the fact that all the pain he caused them was taught by him. The Croat was showed how to do it by him. Negan reckoning with a lot. Really having to reckoning with his past actions and all the things he did and the person he was.
I shouldn't have killed the girl. You told me not to, and I disobeyed you. And I became the threat. I promise you that will never happen again.
Ooh. I mean, in that statement, you know, going to Negan's head, partially, what the Croat wants from him, he doesn't want him to be punished or anything, to keep him prisoner. He wants him to lead. He wants him to do what the Croat remembers Negan doing best, you know, inspiring an army, you know, saving people in their own sick and twisted way. Which Negan's not about anymore. Well, I mean, I hope to. Well, he's not. Come on. We know. He's not. He's not. Maggie giving Jenny her dinosaur plushie back, which I think two-factor, returning it because it's hers, but also I think Maggie, at the very least, from her eyes you could tell, she feels a little bit bad about what she did to Negan, and knowing her, she was maybe right. She was so obsessed with revenge and Negan and everything, which maybe she should have just tried her best at the very least to move on, and wanting Jenny, and seeing how much Negan loved Jenny, how much Jenny clearly loved Negan. Wanting Jenny to have at least that small reminder of Negan still, even though she might not want to now, in the dinosaur plushie, especially, you know, the memory she has around him and with it, and using the bandage on it. Oh, Maggie.
For most of my life, I felt like the world kept taking. I thought that if I could just fight hard enough, I'd be able to get it back. It doesn't work that way. You just end up losing what you got. I don't know how, but this thing with Negan kind of finish it.
Yeah. I mean, Maggie did keep losing people. She lost her mum. She lost Herschel, old Herschel. She lost Beth. She lost Glenn. She lost Alexandria and the safety of it. She just lost and lost and lost and lost. And yeah, just wanting to keep it safe, but realizing that that's just not how it works, and she has to finish this.
Once we have full control of the island, Doma says a clash of civilization is inevitable. So when I told her about all the good you had done, she said, you are the missing piece.
God. Yeah. Telling his mummy all about Negan. You know, this savior figure, this rock star who would instill fear and surrender in anyone. I guess describing someone like that to someone who's like, God, I need to prepare for a war, he's going to be like, well, we should draft that guy, right? First round. That's a first round top pick right there.
I never imagined I'd find another home with someone after you. Can't wait for you to meet her, like mommy and daddy coming together.
Thank you. I just keep calling him mummy and Negan and daddy to him, but he's finally fully said it. So thank you for agreeing with me, Croat. It is like your mummy and daddy coming together. God. But Negan thinking, you know, the way the Croat views him, what the hell is this woman like if the Croat views her as being like Negan was when he was Savior Negan mode, you know?
Pleasure in introducing you to
Thank you.
Let's begin.
I think our guest and I should take some time to get acquainted.
Of course.
Oh, he just wanted mummy and daddy to see mummy and daddy together, you know, after the divorce. But no, they don't. They want some private time away from little old Croat. Oh, he sounded so disappointed. I'm sorry. I want to say sorry to him, but also psychopath, so not really.
It's a delight to finally meet you. To find out that you are not, in fact, the product of someone's psychosis. I heard about your performance at the bank, taunting, the joking, shock and awe and all that.
Yeah, the way the Croat describes everything about Negan. She really must have been sat there like, this guy's imagining this entire person, huh? Oh, is that right, huh? Baseball bat called Lucille, huh? So, you know, they'll confirmation he's a real person. This real showman, this real rock star, as the Croat says. Nice to know.
Don't tell me you're spooked by the cops.
Oh, it's not the cops I'm worried about. It's the forces behind them. Wherever a natural resource abounds, they'll come for it.
She's not wrong. Pearlie got back there, and within minutes, you know, the mayor's talking to him about the methane, you know, the energy supply they have there. So, I mean, it's an incredibly valid and true concern from her, isn't it? They're already planning how to replicate and, if not steal, it.
The island needs leadership. Someone with confidence, charisma.
Why would I help you?
There are others. If we can unite them, we'll be indomitable. And all of it will be yours.
I mean, yeah, it's a very clear offer. Join forces, become our leader, take that role of power, position, you know, the face of it all. Let's conquer Manhattan, let's unite all these warring tribes, and then let's conquer the world, baby.
But how can I be sure? Maybe you're not the man you used to be.
What the hell is this?
Former guest and I had a lot of talks. Told me this story, and who murdered his father.
What the hell? Jesus. Presenting Negan with Herschel's little toe in a box. I mean, I will say first of all, thank God Maggie didn't see he'd lost a toe, because she would have gone berserk there. God. I mean, you don't know it, but my lord, is that one way to push Negan away from you right now?
Good sense that his father's killer might feel remorseful. He only told me this once. He felt safe. Here you are, all this way to save him. Kept a little piece of it. Can always go back for more.
Oh my God. Maggie finding his drawings, a drawing he did of her, especially. And very clear instructions from Croat's mummy here, isn't it? You know? And seeing that, you know, he was remorseful over murdering Glenn, and seeing all this way he came to trade himself to save little Herschel. And then she, with the clear threat, you know, seeing the way he was willing to do that, and going with, play ball with us, lead us, join us, or we're just going to go back and we're going to take him / kill him, you know? So, I mean, it's a very clear threat. She's a very direct woman, I give her that.
Make it last. We have a lot to discuss, a lot to plan for.
Nah, there's got to be a season 2, hasn't there? I thought this was limited series. You can't end it like that and now have a season 2. God. The very, very clear threat, you know. That, yeah. And Negan's going to go along with it, you know. Be our leader. Help us unite this place. Conquer the world. And we will leave Maggie and Herschel alone. You know, don't leave, betray us, and we will go back and we will him and we will her as well, seeing how bad he feels. So he'll go along with it. Maggie, seeing all of that as well from Herschel and reckoning once again with all of it. I do love that the closing shot, you know, just half screen of both their faces. They both look up at the same time. That was good. I enjoyed that. And I guess season 2 coming at some point. I didn't expect that. But I'm excited. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. I would love to hear what you think as always. I enjoyed that. And it's going to be exciting for the next one as well. So yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed. I hope you have. And subscribe for more, because we will be back come September. I think it's on 10th. So sometime in September. For Walking Dead Daryl Dixon. As Daryl Dixon goes to France. Oui, oui. So that should be fun. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you have, once again, leave a like. Subscribe for more so you don't miss the Walking Dead Daryl Dixon, Walking Dead Rick and Show when it comes out. And very clearly Walking Dead Dead City Season 2, I suppose. And let me know your thoughts and comments down below, like I said, as always. And also, as always, I just want to say a very special thank you for watching.